Hi, my name is Mary. Today FM plays the best music in Lambasa. Today FM rocks.
My name is Thomas. I'm here in Nakasi and I like to listen to Today FM because it rocks.
My name is Milenia. Today FM rocks here in Singatoka.
My name is Enrique and Today FM rocks here in Tabwa.
My name is Mary Jane. I love listening to Today FM here in Ba. Today FM rocks.
My name is Ilay Tiambal and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks here in Osur.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In the news tonight, call for fair treatment of ACP sugar suppliers to EU supported. Drug bust suspects remain in custody. And expect a responsible 2018-2019 budget, says Economy Minister.
From the studios of FBC Suba, Amrita Sagar.
Prime Minister Bainimarama has supported the African, Caribbean and Pacific Group of States' call to the European Union to treat the ACP sugar suppliers fairly. Speaking at the special meeting for the ACP Committee of Ambassadors in Brussels, Bainimarama says the EU needs to urgently look at ways to address the current situation. Ritika Pratap reports.
Many ACP suppliers under the Economic Partnership Agreement are unable to export sugar to the EU market. And Prime Minister Voringe Bainimarama says the situation requires urgent intervention.
In Fiji, more than 20% of the population is supported in some way by sugar. However, our ongoing efforts to value add and undertake diversification initiatives need to be taken to another level.
Bainimarama says as part of the EU's move to make sugar regime market-driven, the sugar quotas ended last year.
The traditional ACP suppliers, including Fiji, were provided some accompanying support measures to adjust to the sugar sector reform. That was a bit delayed in our case, but today our sugar industry, with the EU support and our own resources, is in the midst of a major investment and modernization program.
He says the sugar-producing countries expected some stability while EU prices gradually decline.
However, we are now faced with a sharp decline of EU prices very soon after the abolition of EU sugar production quotas. Coupled with depressed world market prices, this of course poses a problem and a serious challenge to many of us.
Bainimarama told the committee that Fiji's relationship with the EU through the ACP group has greatly benefited the sugar sector. Ritika Pratap, FBC News.
3 of the 4 people arrested following the seizure of hard drugs on a yacht at Denarau Marina on Friday continue to be questioned by police. One of the suspects, a man, remains admitted at the Lotoka Hospital. FBC News understands the man overdosed on some of the drugs found on board the yacht prior to the raid. The other 3 suspects include 2 women and a man who remain in custody. 13 bars of cocaine weighing 15 kilograms, ecstasy tablets with an estimated value between 20 to 30 million Fijian dollars, guns, ammunition and $15,000 in undeclared currency were seized from the yacht. Expect a responsible budget that's on trend with previous budgets that have laid the platform for the country's economic stability in years of unprecedented growth. This, according to the Minister for Economy, Ayaz Said Qayyum, is what the national budget for 2018-2019 will echo when it's announced on Thursday. Maggie Boyle reports.
The Economy Minister noting generally what the pending budget will entail.
You can expect a very responsible budget and a budget that's going to build upon what we've been doing so for the past number of years. A budget that actually is, as we always stated from the beginning, a budget that actually is focused on development, a budget that is focused on empowering ordinary Fijians, and a budget that actually is always set to look into the future.
Fiscal fortitude, he says, has been the cornerstone to previous budgets, and in this they will continue to be consistent.
Why we have now 9 years of unprecedented economic growth, which is unprecedented, is because we put in place many policies a few years ago, the fruits of which we are bearing now. In the same way, we will continue to put in policies for which we will bear the fruits in the future.
Big allocations for budget 2018-2019 are expected yet again to be found in the area of infrastructure, education, economic growth initiatives and the health sector.
Liberalizing our economy, at the same time empowering our people, whether it's through education, whether it's through connectivity to water, roads, electricity, telecommunications. in modernizing our services, modernizing the civil service.
The budget will be announced in Parliament on Thursday night and will be broadcast live on FBC TV. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
Most Itoke communities have very little knowledge about their traditional cultural identity. This was revealed by Permanent Secretary for Itoke Affairs Naipoteka Tony Tambua after citing the results of the recent village profiling survey. Savara Tambua has more.
Itoke language and culture is an important part of an Itoke community as it enables them to communicate and express themselves freely. However, this has been dying out slowly, an issue that is of concern to the Itoke Affairs Ministry.
The ministry cannot do it alone, the Itoke Affairs Board cannot do it alone, the Provincial Council cannot focus on that alone. We're hoping that a collective from the Vanua, from the church groups, from the village elders and from parents, I think we need to address this.
Arts Council Director Penny Davuilangi says when a traditional aspect, which includes language, customs and arts, dies out, future generations lose a vital part of his or her life.
For this work means to raise awareness of the wealth of landscape, of cultural and artistic heritage that is available in Fiji, which is also to unite the diversity of the world in the name of artistic experience, works and inspiration and ideas are catalogued in order to pass down to future generations.
The ministry is urging the Itoke community to pause for a moment to access where we come from and where we are heading towards as we face a rapid change in living style and technology. Sabera Tambua, FBC News.
Still to come, another successful expo for women artisans. And our success story today features Vanuatu's best female youth entrepreneur. Stay with us.
Bula, neva ngo malakai leloma, ngo ngai nakas ondo magrong ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
Hoya ubasit sai sa Lambasa, ya ondo talita na warong ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
Gua do tumeli ako na tao no hinga toka, talita kina na warong ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
Wana tunga ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere naman.
Neva ngo fane na tao ngo singa toka, kita ondo talita ka ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
80% of residents in Nadi and Lautoka are expected to receive normal water supply from tomorrow morning. This as emergency repairs to remove the defective polyjet valve at the Water Authority's Nangando Water Treatment Plant has been completed. Chief Operating Officer Samanmal Ekenyake says, however, towards Momi southern end side, which is the longest pipeline, it will take additional time due to the distance. He says water supply will be fully restored by Wednesday. Women artisans raked in more than $430,000 at the 4th National Women's Expo held in Suva. The 3-day expo came to an end yesterday. Pranita Prakash reports.
Women Minister Mereseni Vuniwanga says the figures reveal that women have produced and sold more artifacts in the last 3 days.
The task ahead of us as a ministry is to create a more sustainable market for your products so that no matter where you live, you will always have an avenue to sell your handicraft beyond the 3 days of Expo.
Vuniwanga says the Expo has become a brand in itself.
The end of the National Women's Expo means more women getting empowered, equipped with better knowledge, new experiences, more exposure, stronger ties with consumers, and newfound skills to go back and prepare not only for the next Expo, but for a phase of change and new beginnings.
340 women were part of the Expo this year.
For the past few days, we earned more than $300 to $400 a day. However, one thing that we are happy about this event is that we tend to learn many new things which we can improve on come next year.
We came all the way from Naitutu in Teilevu to sell pot plants. We have seen an increase in demand from the public, and we are looking forward to have sell this again in 2019.
The National Women's Expo started in 2014 and over 2,000 women have participated and showcased their creative skills to date. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
Sheba Smith from Nadi has won 2 tickets for Canadian singer Celine Dion's live concert that will be held in Auckland, New Zealand in August. Smith also won return air tickets and 1,000 New Zealand dollars spending money. FBC's Gold FM ran a promotion for 16 weeks for its listeners to take part in a competition to win the tickets. Hundreds of people took part in the promotion that ended last Friday.
Celine Dion has been my teenage dream, and I've always wanted to be at her concert ever since when I was a little girl, and I think I have been blessed with this opportunity, and I'll make the most of it when I get there.
There is no excuse for unemployment. At least that's what Vanuatu's best female youth entrepreneur thinks, as she now runs her own business after taking free courses with the Ministry of Youth and Sports in Lambasa. Eleanor Turanga Review with this success story.
Successful Fijians is brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
Hairstyles have changed a great deal over the past decades, and to keep up with these changes, you need the right skills and knowledge.
I went Ministry of Youth and Sports. I trained there as a beautician and hairdresser and everything. After that, I graduated in 2012.
Growing up in a not-so-well-off family, Kajal Hewson knows what it's like to work hard for a living. Her mum, a market vendor, and father, a taxi driver, Kajal sought out every opportunity available to land herself a job.
I was working. After 3 months, I was doing my own business with Tijaloloma in Savila House. I'm still in Savila House doing my business. Now I'm doing my own business.
Kajal now owns and manages Secret of Northern Hair and Beauty Salon and has been a hairdresser and beautician for 6 years now. She won the Best Female Entrepreneur Award at the Northern Youth and Sports Conference for her contribution towards economic development.
The Ministry of Youth and Sports are helping young youths, and I wish the youth should be taking part with us.
Fashion and beauty trends change all the time and they keep evolving. This comes as well with the demand for new haircuts and new styles.
I got all young girls, middle-aged and older ladies who always come to me to do the hair and change their look.
As a young woman running a business by herself, Kajal often faces challenges, one of which is increasing number of hair salons in Lambasa town. What's kept her going is the support from her family.
Business was going down, but my family's from overseas. My uncle and auntie helped me out for that, and my mother helped me out when I was when I started, and my families.
For the long term, Kajal plans to open another hair salon in Lambasa and one in Savu-Savu as well for her customers. She currently employs 3 individuals. Eleanor Turanga, FBC News.
Successful Fijians is brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
In sports tonight, handling errors reason for flying Fijians' loss. And heart-stopping match between Germany and Sweden.
Lola, I am Eleanor. For the best classic hits, I only listen to Gold FM here in Singapore. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Seni Rawa. I love listening to Gold FM here in Osori. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Dino. I'm from Outrigger, Coral Coast, Singapore. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Salote. I love listening to Gold FM here in Osori. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, my name is Marida. Gold FM plays the best classics here in Outrigger, Singapore.
Ball handling errors and failure to convert the breaking opportunities into points are the main reasons behind the Fiji Airways Flying Fijians' 27-19 loss against Tonga yesterday. Highlighted by head coach John McKee during the post-match interview, Melita Vanga tells us more.
Coach John McKee says the players missed on many opportunities to score tries in the first half.
A lot of line breaks, but we didn't convert those into any sort of pressure or points. And
that for me was pretty disappointing. If we have to work a lot harder on our, we've got good talented footballers. When we make line breaks, we need to build pressure on the back of those line breaks.
McKee says they gave away possessions to the Tongan side due to numerous handling errors.
Look after the ball better, but I think a bit more than that, to get our players to really support the ball carrying contact, so that we clearly get in and clean out the threats and make the ball available is where we need to look.
While Tongan halfback Sonatani Takulua says beating Fiji is always an achievement for the team.
Well, we're heading in the right direction, so just got to keep working every tour and work hard, and I think keep fit is the key, and come the next tour everyone's fit and ready to take the challenge.
Fiji's tries came from Frank Lomani, Vereniki Ngoneva and William Mata, while Tonga's tries came from Paula Nangawamo, Steve Murphy, Sefo Sakalia and Captain Sonatani Takulua. Melitavanga, FBC Sports.
The Vodafone Fiji Mbati lost to the Papua New Guinea side 26-14 in the Pacific Test match at Campbelltown Stadium in Sydney, Australia. Fiji fielded 9 players who featured against Australia in the Rugby League World Cup last year, but failed to spark or stop the fast and furious PNG Kumuls, who scored all their points in the first half. Belgian striker Romelu Lukaku drew level with Cristiano Ronaldo at the top of the World Cup goal scoring chart. Lukaku scored twice, and Belgium now moves to the edge of the last 16 after a 5-2 romp against Tunisia in their FIFA World Cup campaign this morning. Carlos Vela and Javier Hernandez scored a goal each, putting Mexico in a firm position to qualify for the round of 16 of the FIFA World Cup. Mexico beat South Korea 2-1 this morning. Mexico earlier upset defending champions Germany in their opening World Cup campaign in Group F, and they proved again this morning that they will be a test for any side in the knockout stages. Lambasa failed to secure any points in the Vodafone Premier League standings today after losing to Rewa 2-0 at Subrel Park in Lambasa. Rewa's first goal was netted by number 18 Sione Lutu in the 23rd minute of the first half. In the 91st minute, number 15 Tayone Kerevanua jotted down their second goal.
A combination that could not execute in the game, but I think I could see some young talents that we have in the bench.
From this win we got 4 points, so at least we moved up the ladder from where we are, and I hope there's more games ahead of us that we'll try and improve day by day.
New Zealand boxer Bo O'Brien is the new World Boxing Foundation Australasian middleweight champion. The overseas-based boxer beat Siliveni Nawai by total knockout last night in the Canada-Fiji Southern Boxing promotion.
Fijian boxer Siliveni Nawai dominated the first 2 rounds, where he threw some heavy punches on his overseas opponent. However, the wind direction changed as Bo O'Brien settled and took the fight by the throat from the 3rd round.
Oh, straight to the face that time from O'Brien. Nawai comes in with the combination. O'Brien retaliates well.
The fight ended in the last minute of round 5 when the referee stopped the contest as Nawai could not control and reply to O'Brien's punches.
He tries to fight back. Oh, Bo O'Brien all over him. Will he finish it off? Bo O'Brien comes in with the combination. Referee stops it.
O'Brien says Nawai was a tough opponent.
Very tough. He's a tough fighter and he should be very proud of himself. He gave us a good contest and he hit nice and hard. But we came out stronger in the end and managed to pick up the win, which I'm very happy with.
Meanwhile, Farzan Ali and Johnny Singh's fight ended in a draw and Savanathan Aliva beat Opeti Tangi by TKO. Melitavanga, FBC Sports.
New Zealand wrapped up a 3-0 series victory over France last night, running out 49-14 winners in a 7-try showing. Ben Smith, Matt Todd, a double from Damien McKenzie and a hat-trick from Rico Iwane sealed their victory. Ireland clinched a 2-1 series victory against the Wallabies when they beat their host 20-16 in a tightly contested affair in Sydney last night. In a tough and uncompromising encounter, both sides scored a try, but Ireland secured the result in the first ever 3-test series between the two countries. In other test matches, Scotland beat Argentina 44-15, USA hammered Canada 42-17, while England defeated South Africa 25-10. Fine weather was experienced over most parts of the country, apart from some showers over the northern and eastern parts of the group. Looking at the west, mostly cloudy and humid. There were a few showers late in the afternoon. And eastwards from Pacific Harbour to Suva, mostly cloudy with scattered showers and the temperature dipping to 25 degrees. Up in Vanua-Levu, mostly fine conditions prevailed with cool conditions. At sea, moderate southeasterly winds and moderate seas are expected. For the tides, the next low tide is at 10:05 p.m. with a high tide at 4:24 a.m. Sunrise is at 6:37. The outlook for tomorrow, cloudy with some showers over the northern Lao, eastern and southern parts of Vanua-Levu and Taveuni and eastern parts of Viti-Levu and interior of the larger islands. And looking further on to Tuesday, it will be fine apart from possible afternoon or evening showers elsewhere. Cool nights are expected as well. Recapping the main stories, call for fair treatment of ACP sugar suppliers to EU supported. Drug bust suspects remain in custody. And you can expect a responsible 2018-2019 budget, says Economy Minister. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. To our poll question segment, this week we're asking, will the introduction of ticket vending machines make e-cards top-up easier? Visit our FBC website to answer. You can also send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via our Facebook page, FBC News, or you can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News or simply hashtag FBC News. And that was your FBC News for tonight. Until next time, good night.
Hi, I'm Jyotishma. I'm from Singatoka. I love listening to Mirchi FM. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM is #1.
I'm Charlene Robert. Mirchi FM rocks in Lambasa.
I'm Soname Nasori Jackson. Mirchi FM is hot.
My name is Raymond Dutt. I'm in Baba Singh Alliance. Mirchi FM is hot in Lambasa.
I'm Kritika from Jax Nasori. I love listening to Mirchi FM here in Nasori. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.